So what happens when the St. Louis Symphony decides to pay tribute to St. Louis's own Chuck Berry, rock and roll icon and legend? Well, you get Chuck Berry's birthday bash. And no, this was not the St. Louis Symphony on stage symphonically playing the hits or the music of Chuck Berry. It was more than that. So there was the symphony on stage. There was also a rock and roll house band on stage. And there were practically innumerable guest singers and other performers who came to perform, songs from throughout Chuck Berry's deep catalog. And, there were a lot of different singers, a lot of different moving parts. You can imagine maybe this is a little rough around the edges, a little under-rehearsed, but hey, what? It's rock and roll. It's okay. And by the time in the second half, when Chuck Berry's son and two of his grandsons came to the stage, they really kicked things up into high gear. Then there was another medley, and then everyone that was a performer tonight got on stage to perform the quote-unquote encore, which really wasn't an encore, but of course they sang that they saved the best for last in a way. It was Johnny B. Good, and they did an extended, raucous, high energy, crowd on your feet, version of that song, and it made the whole evening worth it. And kudos for the St. Louis Symphony for taking on this project, doing something kind of symphony adjacent, also paying tribute to some homegrown talent in Chuck Berry. And if by now you wish you had come, I wish you had been.